here how we look. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this next set of sessions that we're gonna be having some more streams happening in Agile and the DevOps West here, directly from Las Vegas. Yeah, baby, Las Vegas.
Vegas, baby. Yeah.
And to boot off this situation, kick off, not boot off, this event, I have here my amigo and coworker, the good Paul Baylog. You're not seeing double. We both have the same.
Oh, yeah. The
mustache style.
It's
Let me
required.
bring it up because I want you to be able to see Paul's style. Paul, how are you?
Doing well. Thank you.
There it goes, Paul Baylog. Okay.
All right.
How's it going, amigo?
It's going real well. I'm excited to be here. This is going to be fun. I'm, getting together the mustachios, seeing what kind of chaos and, fun stuff we can bring up to everybody that's watching.
Mustache Brothers, ready
Yes.
for the action.
And I forgot what was the term for the mustache crusaders?
Bigote.
The-
Bigote Bros, we could be. Or
You're gonna have to say that
Cruzados del
slower
Bigote.
for me. My Spanish, my Espanol is no bueno.
It's okay. It's okay.
Una cerveza, por favor.
Perfect Spanish. You got
That's all you need, right?
it. That's it. What we need. Okay. We have some likes. Andrew Knight is liking the stream. Thank you, Andy. Good to see that you are following up.
Yeah.
If anyone is watching and wants to send any questions or anything for Paul, we'll be more than happy to answer them. We are trying to pay attention here in multiple places. And to start to this little set of shenanigans that we're about to have, Paul, tell the audience, who are you? For the ones that do not know you, what are you doing? What have you been doing?
Yeah.
Tell us about you.
So my name's Paul Baylog. I'm one of the developer advocates at K6 Grafana Labs. I'm a CNCF ambassador recently. Yeah, it's kind of exciting stuff. I'm kind of, by being a CNCF ambassador, that means I'm kind of a Kubernetes geek. I pretty much work with mainly the extensions ecosystem with K6, and as well as the K6 operator. So kind of the whole overarching ecosystem that we have with K6. So, and there's a lot. There is a lot.
He is the extension master, or becoming, because there's so much, right?
To be honest, it's almost kind of like cat herding. And I mean, you probably know how that goes with the cats, right?
For the ones that do not know, we have some cats at home, and they are kind of lots of mischief. But I'm not sure they are as much mischief as the extensions.
No.
There are so many more kittens
I
out
don't
there.
know.
With
They're
extensions.
always looking for more tuna.
For the ones that have not seen, we have some bloopers. How to call that?
Yes, the bloopers from the news.
KSIX News. You may recognize these two faces because we're both presenters on KSIX News, main show or main news, and extension traffic.
That's right. Yeah. And then I didn't even get to fly the KSIX News helicopter here to Vegas. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the flight clearance. Unfortunately, so.
Yeah, too much mustache, they said. Was sadly courtesy of American Airlines or someone instead. So, and amigo Paul, this is the first time that you come to this event. We are reporting again from Agile and DevOps West. This is your first time here, right?
Definitely, yeah. The first time for this conference. Looking forward to it.
How do you feel? What do you look forward to, or what has you excited about this?
Well, it's kind of funny because in some of these networking sessions and already at breakfast, I'm meeting people that are in my area, from my area. It's like, who would have thought that we have this large contingency of people that are coming from the St. Louis, Middle Missouri area. So no, it's pretty cool. But I am a Kubernetes geek, so everything DevOps related is usually pretty exciting for me. So I'm kind of a geek.
Oh, I think we all are here, and it's part of the great thing to be here at these conferences. Because last night we had a blast meeting people, and we spoiler alert, we're gonna have Charlotte Sheng. I hope I pronounced the
Mhm.
name well. She's gonna do a keynote here at the conference, and she gave a tutorial yesterday.
Yeah.
David Leslie also is liking our show. Hello, David. And Charlotte is going to be here with us at the interview later today. Stay tuned. She already promised we're going to go and search for her and get her ready. But she's a blast. And yesterday she was saying, right? Like, yeah, let's be awkward and just show up at the restaurant without scheduling or with no reservation. And we were like, we're all here awkward, right? That's kind of our thing.
Yeah, that was quite a bit of an entertaining evening for sure. Yeah.
Hmm.
There's a lot of fuel for questions for Charlotte when she's online. So maybe you have to save some of that up for her. Put her on the spot, make her feel awkward.
I don't think that she feels awkward
No.
in any moment. Felt pretty much like a natural on it.
Yeah.
But this is the type of entertainment and knowledge, learning, and networking that when you come to these events, you will be able
Yeah.
to experience and to be as blasted and happy as Paul.
Well, and that's the thing too. I mean, it's so nice coming out to where you can immerse yourself in the experience and everything, and experience all that there is to be with between the networking and just being able to be away from your desk. Whether that's at home or an office. Just to be able to sit there and absorb some of the knowledge and just hear some of the other thinking that's going on out there. So, it's not easy to learn inside of a vacuum. So, come out, get with the people, see, your fellow nerds, geeks. Always mean that in the best of ways, and then network. It's great.
No, it's a huge difference and something that we were discussing earlier. That given the situation, the economy, or who knows, these type of events are starting to see not that many people,
Yeah.
and it's something interesting because it's awesome. It's something that when you come, stay tuned for local meetups, local events, these type of conferences, and many of those are actually free. Paul, actually, this is a segue and a very cheap plugging for you. Would you mind sharing? Because I know that you work on some of those.
I do. Yeah. And then I was, if you weren't given the segue, I was going to just interrupt and say, hey, wait, by the way, yeah, no. So I'm actually a meetup organizer in the St. Louis area, and then looking to expand into different areas in Middle Missouri or the Mid U.S., I should say, in the Kansas City and that. But yeah, so. Right now, I organize for the St. Louis Go meetup. We have a YouTube channel too. I should put a link out there.
How can people find the YouTube channel?
Actually, just hitting the browser, just go to stlgo.org/channel, and that'll give you a redirection straight to our YouTube channel. And be sure to smash those like buttons and subscribe.
But I just got your information on screen for LinkedIn.
Yes.
Are there any links on your
Absolutely.
website?
Yeah, there's definitely. I've got links to some of the talks, and then also the links to the different groups, because there is the Go developer community, as well as I have the CNCF. It's a Kubernetes and Cloud Native St. Louis, and now I also have the Grafana and Friends meetup that I'm running, which next week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the 13th, next week, we're having an event that coincides with the GrafanaCon live announcements around Grafana 10. And I don't know, I still have to get some of the lead information on that too, because there's more announcements. I don't know how public they are yet. So I don't know. I better not give away any secrets. But Grafana 10 is going to be out there, though.
Is that still a secret?
I don't think that one is. I think
Okay.
I'm safe with that one. At
I was
least
like,
I hope. Oops.
Paul. This Grafana and Friends event is gonna be in person, local, or
Well, so yeah. So we have local events that are actually all around the world. So check on the. I don't have the URL offhand, but we do have like. I want to say it's.
go to
it's almost like-
grafana.com and there are a section with
Yeah.
events that you can take a look.
Yeah, but I'm wanting to say that we have it around 20 cities around the world.
Mexico City as well.
Yes, that's right.
It's
that's
coming.
right.
Not next week. That's
The following.
no. Oh, it's close.
Yeah.
It's happening soon. It's in
Yeah.
June. It's this month. Oh my God, it's this
Yeah,
month.
because GrafanaCon, the virtual event, is the 12th through the 14th of June. So all these the local meetups are supposed to coincide with that roughly in the same time frame. So
Yep.
yeah, ours is the 13th. But definitely can sign up for the virtual event. It's a free event. You can just sign up for that and then see some of these big announcements that'll be coming out.
We're gonna be having several. Yeah, you just made me think. Yeah, it's in Mexico City next week as well. Now that I think about it, let's blast it out. Mexico City, come by. Check the page is up there. Registrations are open. Please register. Same. What's the chapter on yours?
The St.
Louis chapter.
Yeah. Grafana and
And-
Friends St. Louis.
You are gonna be presenting as well.
I will be. Yeah, apparently I'm going to be the Grafana expert. So,
We are experts.
air quotes definitely.
Lasers.
In that.
And, I just, I couldn't stop it.
Lasers.
And stay tuned because that's going to be a big one. Lots of information, lots of demos, and you will learn up a lot around what's coming new with Grafana.
Yeah.
And
Not to mention some swag.
oh yeah, there are going to be some goodies as well in the event.
You
Please
got to be there
come.
live. Yep, you got to be there live for the swag too. That's another plus for attending these in-person meetups.
Even as we do some remote swag and we have some options, there's nothing like showing up there and just putting your hands out and getting ready to give me, because we always have some goodies to give.
Yeah, not to mention the food. There's usually pizza.
Pizza's the standard, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll try to have some tacos in Mexico City or tamales, or let's see what we can do.
Some guacamole.
Definitely. We have a guacamole pizza that may be an option. So stay tuned. We're still working out details. And Paul, going back to the Go meetup, when is your next? What's coming up? Do you have any upcoming plans around that?
Yeah, I want to say the next scheduled event is June like 24th or 25th. So, and this is, it's Go related. So I want to try to get into a little bit of the, there's a web framework or a web application framework for Go. Which now all of a sudden, now that I'm on the spot, of course, it's blanking from my mind. I'm so nervous.
Check it out.
I mean, I'm here in person with Leandro. So nervous.
I'm with Paul. The bigotes together.
But yeah, so so the Go community recently had a big survey that where they were asking developers about what their interests were and given their skill level. So one of the things that the meetups really try to do is try to get the adoption for the Go programming language going quite a bit, and then a lot of that is trying to bring in more novice folks, help with whatever we can with getting set up in their, whether it's their debug environments or just learning some of the nuances of the language. So one of the things that came up from the survey was that a lot of novice developers, at least novices to Go, one of their big interests is actually for web application development with Go. So that's not something that had traditionally been a big plus or a strong suit of Go. You know, it's mostly popular for creating user or command line applications. You know, K6 is written in Go, and then that's one of its nice aspects is the API or how you interact with it on the command line. And then a lot of backend services like Kubernetes is all written in Go, and pretty much most of the most of the big services that you use in the cloud are written in Go. I mean, Prometheus and of course, pretty much everything at Grafana is written in Go.
That's what I was going to say. Pretty much everything that we have in the backend is
Yeah.
Go related.
Yeah, Mimir, Tempo, Loki, K6 now, of course.
It's becoming like the backbone of everything that the company does. And that's interesting. What are the biggest struggles that you would say, or the helps requested towards Go when new people come by, other than like where they struggle? Because you say that even like not novice developers in general, but from other languages, what is this major paradigm?
A lot of times it's things like just, what is the best way? How should I structure my projects? Just the simple folder structure of where to put source files, things like that often come up. And then often there's a lot of things too, or just, what are the best practices? To follow for like, creating microservices, or in this case, the web frameworks, things like that. Just basically just to get started, to ramp up until you start getting your feet kind of wet and really start understanding, oh, okay, yeah, now I get the language. So that way, then you can focus more on learning the language itself and getting used to some of the functionality that it provides, and not have to worry about everything all at once. Because I mean, that's, you want to, what is it, reduce the oh man, ease the introduction to the language, and they say Go is already kind of it's not a simple language. It's not, you can't really say any programming language is simple, but the number of keywords are like 25, but it's a fairly straightforward, and it's, some people say it's a little bit too verbose.
Wait, only 25?
Yeah, I think it's like only 25 keywords, things like, for and if and all that. Yeah, it's only like,
because some of the other
25.
languages it's like, wait, I cannot use perform or something like that, and it's silly how many of those limitations are.
Yeah.
And you got me thinking, because personally I don't have that much experience with Go, sadly, and I come, most of what I'm used to develop on is C#, some JavaScript, of course. With K6 we play a bit with it. But that transition, what would you say is the main, like, oh my god, I don't get Go, or jumping from one to another, other than the reserved words?
Yeah. Well, I mean, so most of it is, it's those best practices, because I mean, the language itself, I think, if you were to go to any open source project, and I'm kind of pushing, go to an open source project, take a look. Hopefully they're good, and put good first issue labels on some of their issues in GitHub, and then just take a look at the code base. Go is pretty easy to understand and digest. I mean, there's some complicated things related to, some of the channels and things like that for parallelism that are more advanced. But I think if you just read through it, you'll understand. Because that's one of the things, is that a lot of this stuff, when you write Go, you should be writing it for the reader, for who's going to be consuming that. Don't be overly.
Wait, are you saying
fancy.
I cannot name my variable X, or just like a random set of characters?
Exactly. Yeah. Just stick for, like the if you're doing a counting loop, maybe use I. That's okay, But yeah. Don't be overly clever. Yeah, don't be clever. Be more explicit in things.
I kind of remember that mentioned as code poetry, which is important, and anything that you are doing on coding. Some of us, when we learn how to shorten the syntaxes, the if sentence that you can just put some semicolons here and it's just like a single line thing, which you may feel like super genius, awesome, but anyone else that has to read that, oh my god. And
yeah.
I'm to blame for some of those because some of my variables are in Spanish.
Uh,
So that's when it gets super clear for me, right? And all my people know how to, but it gets a little bit complicated.
yeah.
But is that relevant to Go? I mean, that feels like it's for
It's
any
any
programming language,
really.
right?
Yeah, yeah. But we had the Go proverbs from I think
What?
it. Yeah, there is a website. If you would Google search Go proverbs, you'll see this list of like 20 different. It's kind of like the laws of Go. That you should really adhere to. And
The Go
something.
commandments.
Yes,
Thou shalt not
exactly. I mean,
declare.
like some of the things are like, a little bit of copy paste is better than a little inheritance, or a little dependency. I think is actually, yeah.
Be careful. You'll be excommunicated from.
Yeah. I mean, because, and that was, it's kind of funny because talking about that one in particular, because that was one of the things coming from a Java background that I do. I mean, my Twitter handle is Java Ducky. So, and I've had that for, I don't know, since probably about 2001. I've had the domain and everything, but
He was being careful about dating stuff, but we've been here for a long time. Don't worry.
but one of the tenets of with Java is create all these libraries and reuse them and
Inherit and extend. And
it sounds great. I mean, that's object oriented programming, things like that. But it just like with everything, there's pluses and minuses for all that, and then so then you get into a problem where just think about Log4j that happened not too awful long ago, where there was a big security exploit that was found in that, and that affected everyone. So
was extending them.
Mm-hmm.
Was not pretty.
So I don't know. It's one of those things, but that's one of those kind of controversial items on the list. Is that maybe copy and paste this little chunk of code. You have it repeated a little bit. It should be easy to digest.
That's and it's interesting because that gets me to general good practices in programming in general.
Yeah.
But gives me the feeling that the Go community is a little trying to be careful on those situations. When you said like extending too much or doing too many inheritance from other objects and components, it reminded me like the DLLs in like this is like 30 years ago were coming to help you and solve all your problems because you could just use them. But versioning them, the DLL hell, I remember, was very interesting.
Oh yeah.
Something good. If you do it too much, can stop being so
moderation good. Always, right?
That's interesting. In more than the language itself, my feeling is that the community is kind of trying to be careful. What advantages would you say, speaking of the language, towards like if I want to choose Java, why not Java and go for Go? That sounds weird. Go for Go. Golang.
Yeah. No. I mean, so Go is nice in that you're going to compile it for your platform that you're targeting. So you just have this one binary that you're going to pass along. Whereas with Java, it's again, it's been around a long time. It's interpreted. It's not. It has to go through the JVM to run and everything, so it's not quite as fast as your compiled binary. So Go definitely has the speed advantage in that case. And then again, it's just kind of the simplicity of it in that it's just, I don't know. I guess a lot of people, I think a lot of the folks that came over to Go came over from the Ruby on Rails, area. It's which is still alive and well. I mean, I know I used to joke with someone in the St. Louis
Alive?
area.
Yes, and well, it's. I remember, like, how was it? Like, how long? Like 5 years ago was the rage, like, oh, Ruby,
Yeah.
but I haven't heard much of it
Yeah,
lately.
I mean, I thought it died out a long time ago, but no, it's still alive and trucking
And doing
along. I
stuff.
mean, Shopify, I think, is all written in
Ruby.
I was about to say Go, but no, it's all written in Ruby on Rails and that. And I think they're some of the big supporters for the language as well. But yeah, I remember all the rage when David Hannemeyer Hansen in like I want to say it was like 2004 or 2005. That's when he created Rails with Ruby, and it was just great because all of a sudden here now you had this the adoption for that was super simple. You had this binary that you would run, and you would create a controller, and it had this whole convention over configuration. So as long as you didn't deviate from the norm, from those best practices, things just kind of worked.
Mhm.
And that's kind of nice. So but I don't know where I was going with this though, but I mean, but a lot of the
Well,
folks from the
why
Ruby
is
community, they migrated over to Go. So a lot of, I guess, that the intention of the community for that type of ease of adoption, really kind of came through. So they want to, make the community super welcoming. They want to make the tooling as simple to use and adopt as possible, and all that. So
I think you just did like a very good point on the JVM as an example with Java.
yeah,
Came up supposedly to fix all the problems. Like you just create one Java file
yeah, the
and
right one,
whatever you need
right
to.
once, run everywhere.
And
Yeah,
we have found out that sometimes it's not true. And some others you have the dependency still of the JVM to be on the machine that you or
yeah,
the OS or the platform or whatever. And when you say like, hey, create one for your OS, for your specific flavor, for your, and there you have it. You can, and it's more efficient because having
yeah.
that layer of the JVM and similar happens to .NET applications that have the
The
CLF,
CLR, I think,
CLR. I
or
can't
yeah,
remember what's the name of
the Common Language
the.
Runtime or something. I think
There you
is in
go.
it.
And I
I
used to
I
be the
did
C
some
sharp.
.NET stuff at one time, and just enough C sharp that I got confused between Java
Java and
and
C
C
sharp.
sharp because
Yeah.
they're very similar but different.
But having something in the clean binary selected for your OS, it's more efficient,
Yeah.
more performant, pun intended. Like it's important.
Signor Performo.
It has to perform.
Yes.
And I see some of those advantages with Go, where it's attractive, as you say, not only for the developers, it's easy for them to adopt or start working on it because you just need a text editor and the compiler, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's, yep.
Nothing
You're
fancy. You can
no.
have like an SDK or, but nowadays Visual Studio Code provides lots of
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, it has the built-in debugger. I guess I shouldn't say built-in. I think you still have to
pluggable.
download it and install the extension for VS Code. But yeah, but again, truth be told, I actually use not IntelliJ. Sorry, GoLand, which is from JetBrains. Yeah, because I
How
was
dare
used to
you?
IntelliJ from my Java days, so it's kind of like, yeah, it's the same thing just now, except for the Go language. So yeah, I need to brush up on some of my VS Code. I need to use that.
Our VS Code platforms, yeah, mine is dirty ugly, and I don't know what I have plugged in it or what should I remove. But
Yeah, but a true Go developer only uses VI or Vim.
any true developer, right? I mean, I remember for Java was the
Exactly.
same for C ASP 3.0. I remember when I started with that.
That's right. It's all you
You
need.
just need a notepad, and that's
Yeah.
it. And,
Vim or Emacs. That's it.
believe it or not, Notepad .exe in Windows. I used to write full systems in ASP 3.0.
Wow.
Those days were weird.
Wow.
Proud, but now I look back and I'm like, you were so like. But anyway, amigo Paul, we're coming down to the time. We
Oh.
extended a little bit of what we were saying. Always happens to me, but for anyone looking for following up with you, where can people follow up with you?
Yeah, so on LinkedIn, my LinkedIn ID is PA Baylog, or on Twitter, I'm on at Java Ducky. Let's see, I'm on what's the new one? I keep forgetting.
TikTok?
I'm on. No, I'm not on TikTok.
I was like, TikTok?
I do
No.
some of my dances and stuff. I just wait for that. That's going to be a good one.
Instagram?
But not. It's not. Oh, Pachyderm. No wait. Oh,
Pachyderm.
Mastodon.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I'm even Java Ducky at Hackaderm.
Pachyderm.
Is
Okay.
hackaderm.io. I'm not on it that often, and I'm now even on Blue Sky as Java Ducky. So
Take a look, stay in touch, reach out to Paul if you have any questions on Java, sounds like. Go, Grafana, K6. There's so much knowledge with this man. Where, because we are constantly working to try to help you all, to bring you up to speed with K6, with Go, with Grafana, and getting all sets of observability, load testing, development capabilities, even pipelining and some other weird things, right?
Yep. Oh yeah, all that stuff, all the CI/CD stuff, and that. But yeah, but the most important thing though is to start going, attend your local meetups, in person. Start coming to conferences like this. We need to get back to that. Can't don't stay holed up in your own home office or or offices. Get out there.
It's awesome to reach out to people and to be able to say, hello, how you been? Face bump. That's priceless.
So we should, well, the camera angle wouldn't be good though if we do our chest bump, right?
Oh yeah, that's we'll try tomorrow. We're gonna be doing some standing streaming. So this was the amigo Paul Baylog. Most probably you will see or hear more from him. He's gonna be helping today and this week with cameras, videos, and doing some photo bombing during our sessions. And as I said, later today we have Charlotte Shang coming for an interview. Let's see who else we can get here brave enough to come. If you know anyone that's around here that should come and talk to us, please send them. We're happy to have them. We have tacos. No, we don't. But let's tell them that. So with that, we'll end up this stream. Stay tuned because we will have so much more action coming here from Vegas at the Caesars Palace Casino and Hotel. It's a pretty place. We will get a walk around tomorrow. I don't think they will let us stream the
in the
poker
casino
tables in the casino. No, I won't promise that.
I don't know.
We'll see what we can do. Let's make it special.
Let's throw some money on the roulette table.
Live, how we lost $10. Okay, take care, everyone. We'll be back soon, and stay tuned. This is Agile and DevOps West 2023 from Vegas, and Paul Baylog. And Señor Performo, logging out.